Yo guys, what is up? SquadMark here, bringing you guys another video. So today we are back on GTA with another new car. So this car is let's see, it's the McLaren Senna in real life, but in game it's called the Progen Emerus. Here it is. You can tell it looks like a McLaren Senna. Last time we did the Bravado Gauntlet Classic, and all the other cars are also in the description. I mean in a playlist, and if you go to my channel you should be able to find it. So let's go outside and listen to how this thing sounds. So she sounds pretty good. I would say it sounds like a supercar. Maybe not a McLaren Senna, but let's check out the interior. Oh, I like the cutouts on the doors. It's somewhat supercar, but I wouldn't say this is like a McLaren Senna looking interior. But let's throw it around some corners, see how it handles the corners. Ooh, nearly hit that car. So taking some corners already, I can tell it's not as gripped up as the other cars, as the other supercars. They were stock, I mean English, as the other sports cars were stock, and this car is a supercar, so I would imagine this is a lot quicker and more gripped up. But it seems to be rear-wheel drive. Let's test. Yeah, this is rear-wheel drive. So we can compare this to the race car, the one that's rear-wheel drive as well, and that was a big scrape on the way in. Here we are. So while we're loading in, we're going to be doing a lot of things, so expect a lot of GTA as there is a lot of cars coming out and things. I'll just be doing cars, missions and all that. Other people have already done that, and I'm doing what I like, so I'll be doing the cars. Along with, oh yeah, you can see the glass. So along with doing the cars, I'm bringing back Minecraft. After this episode of GTA, there will be a Minecraft episode where I'll be showcasing all the changes that's happened in the past month. But let's begin. 19 upgrades. Start with the basics: armor, brakes, and engine.
You got some machine under
exhaust. So we've got these plain ones here. We then have the boxed exhaust. We have the split boxed exhaust, twin boxed exhaust, the section, and the radial exhaust. I kinda like the look of that section. For rear, we've got the stock. Oh, these are splitters. So we've got the stock, we've got primary, we've got carbon, so it changes those in the middle. We've got the sport, we've also got that in carbon, so it changes those. I don't know what you would call them, but I'm going with the biggest carbon one.
Whatever you desire.
Let's go for lights. Yeah, we can do lights.
Baby's all grown up.
Liveries, we've got none. We've got the white stripe, so it adds a stripe on the front and here on the back, and it's also in black and red. We then have the white double stripe, so instead of being a single one on the back, it's double. And then the race livery, so it basically adds some stickers on the back, white paint along the side and the front with 13. And then we've got the Redwood Racing with a lot of sponsors. We've got Chappelle, Fleeca, Fix Up. So stickered up sides, the white with the black top. We then have that Jackal Racing, which is pretty much the same. And then Narc Racing, which is like a zebra pattern or like camo, I don't know what you would call this. Then we have the Hexon Blue. I don't know why I was struggling with that. I kinda like this one, with this blue. Then we've got the camo livery.
Think long and hard.
We're gonna go with hikes. Mirrors, we've got stock, secondary, and carbon. We're going with carbon everything. Black
I've got
plate,
that installed for you.
and we're going with a high-end plate. Respray primary. So primary, it changes pretty much all of the car. Oh, that does look rather nice. So we're going with that. What's secondary? So we're gonna go with secondary. I'm not seeing a secondary. So we're gonna leave that. Trim. Oh, this is the stitching on the inside,
Life is hard when you can have anything.
as you can see. So we're gonna possibly throw a blue. Yeah, I think that would do.
Bodywork to match the drive.
If you want your crew emblem, it goes just on that little section of the door on either side. We've got roof. So we've got the stock roof, primary painted, secondary, carbon, vented roof. We then have the primary vented, secondary, and carbon. I kind of like the vented primary.
Making decisions is stressful.
Skirts. That's kind of weird that they didn't give us all the customizations, but we've got the stock. Then it adds that little lip along the bottom in primary and secondary. Then carbon. Then we've got the primary race, secondary, and then carbon. We then have the... Oh, it basically adds that big section. Primary, secondary,
Bubbles or
carbon. We then have the GT skirt, which, oh my god, that is extremely wide. I think it's wider than the splitters. Primary, secondary. I don't know what to get. I was kind of tempted with going with this because it seems to match up with
no
that,
rush
but
at all.
that's extremely wide. We're going with the carbon race. Spoilers, we've got the stock. We've got primary, secondary, black stock. We've got carbon stock. We've got the sports spoiler. We've got that in primary and secondary, and
Technology
then
and
black
budget permitted.
and carbon. We then have the GT spoiler, which doesn't seem to be as wide as those GT squirts, but then we've got that primary, secondary, and then black and carbon. I kind of like that. Then we've got the street, which kind of reminds me of like the
How many cars
Inferno
you got in
swing.
this garage again?
And then we've got the aggressive spoiler, which also comes primary, secondary. I kind of want to go with the big one, which was the GT painted. I think that was the biggest one, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So let's do the transmission, turbo. Oh,
Don't tell them I installed that.
so where is it? High-end stock. I kind of like that color, so we're gonna leave it. And let's apply
Good luck
bulletproof
blowing those.
tires, crew smoke, window tint. So we've got the light. Oh, so you pretty much black out the
Don't
bottom
she look
windows.
pretty?
And here it is. The car is now
I'm
complete.
always here.
Let's show you around it. Here we have the Progen, and you know what, I kinda like this splitter. It should be a little longer to match the GT splitter, because I feel like it's the only... Okay,
Now what do you need?
let's exit to floor. So looking at it, I would say this is a race car. Oh my. Off the bat, if you were trying to just launch it, that's full throttle and it just spun. She is really I wouldn't say gripped up. Under power, she seems to somewhat stick. But I don't think, compared to the other cars, yep, there you go. Compared to the other cars, I don't think you'll be able to use this car much on races, because that big wing and the way it handles the bumps and everything, I think it'll just spin out. I think top speed is pretty good and it feels quite good. But here it is, guys, the Progen. This is a beautiful car. Let's actually open everything up. Vehicle. All. Oh. So apparently the doors are the only things that open. You can't open the hood or anything. But here it is. I kinda like it. The interior I would change a bit because it's not really McLaren Senna style. I do like these exhaust tips, but I wish we could have something like center exit exhaust where the license plate is or something. What else would I change? I think the front splitter as well, but you know, the car is already made and GT ain't gonna be listening to any of us. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked today's episode. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and peace.